always a team that makes a flashy entrance when they're on the road. Now we'll see if they can back it up on the court. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Enabia, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. And checking out some numbers for him.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. And for Chicago, Pierce is out there with Rogers. Then it's Keefe. Then there's Longley. And here at the midway point of the year, lots of guys banged up, Clark. Is it hard to decide when to play through and then maybe not to play, when to sit?
Yeah, you know, that's a good question, Kevin. And a lot of times it's about pain tolerance, the severity of the injury. Is it something that you can play with that won't linger on and you don't have the possibility of further injury? Those are the factors that go into playing hurt or playing in pain.
And there's the pass to the great one. Pass to Longley. Outside, Pierce. No good from outside. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Davis. Rejected by Pierce. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Keefe. Second shot opportunity. Longley. Shot clock at 5. Jeremic. And again, no good by Chicago. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Covered by Longley. Outside, Davis. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Outside, Pierce. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Bulls have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Down low. Longley can't get it to go.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Here's Ivy, guarded by Rogers. From downtown, Chicago grabs the miss. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Keefe. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Marich. Kept alive, and it's blocked. Pass to Longley. Inside, Jeremic. The shot, no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And it's denied. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And the 76ers decide to take their first timeout here.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers.
And all those points off turnovers have been a huge bonus. I mean, that aggressive defense has also paid dividends at the offensive end of the floor.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, here's Marich to the right side. The 76ers with another miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Keith, puts it up, and the Bulls with another miss.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Rodgers can't make the basket.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him. Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Here's Keith. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice. Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Here is Rodgers. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. They get a hand on it. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Jeremic. And he finishes the break with a lay-in.
And you hope that this inspires the offense. The game is about putting it in the basket, and that first bucket took a while.
Here's Ivy. In the game against Orlando, very impressive. The pass to Davis. Shoots over Longley, and Davis can't get it to go.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now here is Davis. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando. To the inside, Rodgers. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Philadelphia trails by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Taking a look here at some numbers for the great. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. Averaging about 11 points, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Here's Ivy. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Longley's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Pierce to the paint. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And the 76ers making a change here. And so he makes both from the line. So the Bulls, the last game, a win against Minnesota. Here's Ivey. He carries a very heavy load for him offensively, averaging nearly 32 points a game. Marinson covered by Longley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Marich. That's tipped.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Jeremic. That shot off. Philadelphia trails by 6. Here's Davis. And Pierce pulls it down. Pierce has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Rogers. And the Bulls with another miss. Rogers has gone just 1 of 5 from the field. To the middle, here's Marinson. Off the mark, and the drought continues. The Bulls leading by 6. Shot, high post. Here's Rogers. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he struggled so mightily.
Here's Ivey. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now Davis. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Free throw good, Davis. So both teams making some changes here. And both free throws good for Davis. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Here's Doyle. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. He's guarded by Davis. Pass to Doyle. 6 to shoot. And Baylor with the block. Here's Peterson. Left side, Baylor. Out left to the wing. Here's Marinson. Drills the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Chicago leading. Here's Doyle. Bulls moving the ball around. Got a piece of it. Here's Peterson. Left side, Baylor. And Baylor throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. When these players get to the free throw line, it's nearly automatic. The 2K leaderboards show us this month's free throw shooting percentage leaders. You look at Davis, 4th in the league, and as consistent as they come at the free throw line.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
Wilkins passes to Doyle. Yeremich, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Chicago trailing here. Doyle passes to Knox. And Philadelphia making a change here. Ivy's checked in. Goes up the baseline. He's off on that one. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys. But if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Pass to Haynes. Kicks to Wilkins. Down low. Here's Knox. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for him.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Here's Ivy. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Doyle passes to Pierce. Yeremich. They get it back. Here's Wilkins. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Ivey. He's got 5. Over Pierce. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Now it's a 7-point 76ers lead. Here's Chicago. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Here's Ivey. He has 7. From 18 feet away, and again, it's Philadelphia.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Oh!
Are you kidding me?
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Here's Ivey after the Bulls pick up 2. Yep, that one goes. Ivey's got 11.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
And it's Davis with the jam.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And so here is Chicago after the Sixers pick up 2. Jeremic, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Doyle. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. 17 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Ivey. He's got 14. Passes it to Peterson. He dishes it to Ivey. Pulls it from the elbow. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And so it's Philadelphia with a 14-point lead as we bring the... And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Chicago trails by 14, so on the floor for Philadelphia. Pierce against Miller. Shoots from 8. The shot by Pierce will not go. And so Miller will bring it up for the 76ers. 14 points, their largest lead in the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Philadelphia leading by 14. Knocked loose. Here's Ivy. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Yeremich. That one's not going to go. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Takes the three. And Pierce pulls it down. Pierce has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Yeremich. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Longley's checked in for Knox, and it's Keefe in for Pierce. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Here's the great one. 9-point game his last outing. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Defended by Wilkins. Miller outside. There's the pass to the great one. Shot clock at 6. High post try.
And what a struggle it has been, yet to convert a single shot from the field.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Keefe.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right. Here's the great one, defended by Wilkins. The 76ers again can't hit it. The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Doyle, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Elbow shot. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Keefe. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Bulls.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
Offensive rebound. And again, unable to change momentum here. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Yeremich makes good on the step-back jumper. 12 points for him.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. There's the triple. Rebound by the Bulls. Longley's got 6 rebounds in the game. Chicago trails by 6. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Chicago, they've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, there's the 76ers sitting directly below them, just one spot down.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Here is Keith. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Goes up on the high post and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Keith's got 6 points.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Philadelphia leading by 6. Poked away. Pass to Longley. Here is Rogers. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
Yeah, but it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
It's a close game here in Chicago. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Miller outside. Can't connect from short range. And the Bulls with possession. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Keith passes to Rogers. Five on the clock. Here's Keith. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Keith's got 8 points in the quarter.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Here's Gomez. The 76ers with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the inside. Here's Rogers. No good. That would have tied it. So it's Philadelphia now. At one point they led by 16. That one goes. Count it. And the 76ers lead by 4.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Rebound by the 76ers. Gomez, guarded by Keith. Gomez. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And let's see now which shooting guards have been on target the most over the last 10 games. Now you look at the great one. So solid around the basket. Currently 3rd in the league.
You know, just ask this group. Sometimes when you're hot, you're hot. And it's a comforting feeling for a coach, one of those guys roaming on the perimeter.
And not only can they light it up from the perimeter, but they get their buckets getting to the rim as well. I mean, aggressive moves to the basket are always going to help your shooting percentage. You got to get some easy ones to shoot a high percentage.
First free throw is good. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, ouch. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Doyle.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Davis surveying the floor. Out to the right wing. Shoots it. And that one's on target from the wing. 8 points for him. The Bulls have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice efficient 50%. Longley with it. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. They get the rebound. Right wing. Pass to Dort. Pierce against Davis. Second chance shot. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Pierce. Philadelphia shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. Poke loose. One-on-one fast break. Outside, Davis. Passes it to the great one. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and that's going to be a travel.
In a moment now to see some numbers for Pierce. He's averaging about 19 points per, 5 assists and 6 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Pulls up, high post, count that bucket. And now just a 2-point 76ers lead.
How much do you love to see the turnaround?
Fast break, here comes Chicago. Longley with it, picked up by Davis. Davis against Pierce. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls, and Philadelphia making a change here. That one drops. He ties it up. Here is Davis. 6 points for him. To the paint. Here's Marinson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Chicago trailing here. Here's Doyle. Outside Pierce. And here's Longley. Back to Pierce. Lays it up and banks it in. Pierce has got the game tied up here for Chicago.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The feed now to Baylor. Here's Peterson. Now the pass to the great one. Ball's knocked loose. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The 76ers shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. And Davis wide open. He shoots. And the 3 off target. And Chicago shooting it quite well. 52% from the field in the second quarter. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Chicago making some changes. Wilkins comes in for Longley. And it's Knox in for Rogers. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Ivy's checked in. '76ers on defense. Inside, here's Knox. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
To the left wing. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Peterson. His 3-pointers off the mark. And Chicago shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Pass to Knox. To the inside. The kick out to Pierce. Just 5 on the clock. For 3. And that one is off. Now the 76ers with it. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Off the left rim and out. 1:31 left to play here in the second quarter. Jeremic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:27 left now here in the second. Here's Peterson. Pass to Ivy. Here's Marinson. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
And that's a smart foul there. Instead of giving up the easy deuce, send him to the line.
And he's not a very good foul shooter, so that's a heads-up play by the defense there.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. 1:11 left in the first half of basketball. Passes it to Pierce over Peterson. And again, Chicago. No good. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Marich. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And he makes both free throws.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
With the putback.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
Here's Doyle. Jeremic. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. He's got 16.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Lays it up off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 2.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
From deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. We come back right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Well, for Chicago, Kenny, what was your impression?
Well, it's pretty clear that they want the offense to run through the paint, and it's been a good game plan. When they've got the ball in tight, the points have been coming, and they've been coming frequently. And until the D proves that they can stop it, I'd say keep working in the paint.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
Way too many turnovers, Ernie. I understand pushing the action, trying to make things happen, but you gotta be under control. Forced turnovers are one thing. Being completely careless is another. At least they have another half of basketball to improve.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far.